Very good. Actually, Alan, before we close off, the big focus today has been on what is the user's experience? What is the end user receiving? How are they receiving? And all of the other attributes about that. I know we have lots of people on the line who are also interested in how that's executed. So if you could give us a glimpse into the interface for how these structures and burst processes are established, that would be useful.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll talk a bit about the architecture first of all. So Publisher for Cloud is a solution that gets installed on-premise on a server. And you can see here on the left-hand side, there's a database icon that represents the bursting recipient data. So this is something that Chris James from Precision Drilling was talking about earlier on. So this data can be used to drive the bursting definition. So we can take in things like email addresses, filters, formats, destination properties. All of those can be taken in from a data source like a SQL database and drive the properties dynamically of that bursting definition. So that gives more volume and scalability on the bursting definition itself. Then the bursting manager engine will process the request and send it out to the destinations and the formats that you require. So this is just an example of what the bursting manager looks like. So this is not an end user tool. The end users would benefit from this because the content is being pushed out to end users. So they never have to log in and to Analytics Cloud, find the story, export it or schedule it in the manner that they like it. Bursting Manager is a tool that will handle this all for them. So to them, the content is being pushed out to them and the destinations they need and the formats they need, filtered the way they need it. Inside of the bursting definition, this is just an example of what that looks like. So here on this distribution tab on the left-hand side, you'll see that tab called distribution. Within this tab is where we set up the things like the format. So at the top, you can see I've selected Excel and PDF. Towards the bottom, you can see the destinations, email settings, and things like that. But all of these properties can be dynamically driven from that data source as mentioned. So again, it's not an end user tool. It's something that's set up by power users or administrators, but once it's set up and running, it's fully automated. Things are happening on a recurring basis or conditionally, as we talked about, and content is being pushed out to end users.